Oh, got it. Okay. All right. Uh, good morning, Region 4. It's good afternoon for me today because it's Tuesday, but tomorrow you'll be watching this video. So I don't have a lot of new items, but there are a couple things that I want to ping you guys on. I want to remind you guys of open enrollment. Only a few days left to get that in. I think the deadline is May 15th. I'm probably wrong on that. Juliet can correct me. But if you haven't done it, please get in there and do it. CDOT is leading all state agencies as far as the most number of employees who have done open enrollment. So we can just take on that friendly competition, and maybe we can be the first region to be done with open enrollment. So I challenge you all to get in there today or tomorrow and get your open enrollment done. I also want to remind you all of PMPs. I know they got extended. The time frame got extended, but if you haven't done your PMPs with your supervisor or with your employees, please do so. I think the new deadline is June 1st. So please work on getting those entered in the system, and I highly recommend you do a face-to-face over Google Hangout with your employees for that PMP if you have not already done so. With that, I want to turn it over to Juliet to give us the achievement of the month.
Okay, thanks, Heather. So we have achievements of the month for March and April. So first, we have a couple of different ones for the month of March. So this year, Region 4 received 3 project management awards, more than any other region, which is great. The North program brought home all 3 awards for the region. The award-winning projects were US 34 Big Thompson for the canyon and permanent repairs. In that project, their category was for an innovative project. So the project engineer for that was Monty Malik. Then there was also the next project of the 3 was the Loveland ADA curb ramps. They won in the category of safety, and that the project engineer was Travis Howlett. And then finally, the Vine St. Bridge project, their category was a major structure. Project engineers for that were Justin Pipe and Stephanie Gramberg. So great job to those 3 in the North program. And this is just a little write-up about them. So all these project teams did a great job of managing their projects and working with their respective contractors to overcome issues during construction. So congratulations to Monty, Travis, Justin, and Stephanie for being selected co-recipients of the March Achievement of the Month. Also in March, Josie Langhorse, you guys probably have known that she's done a lot of different tasks on I-25 for tracking the budget. And that budget's constantly in flex. Dollars move from color to color, and things get added and deleted. The project over this 4-year period of time, keeping track of all these details, it tends to get a little bit confusing. Things can get lost. So Josie, with little direction, created links to our budget document by font type that referenced a Google document. It pulls up every Transportation Commission resolution, budget supplement, and IGA telling the story of the I-25 budget. Josie solved the problem and found great sustainable solutions to tracking the history of the project. So congratulations, Josie, for being selected as co-recipient of March Achievement of the Month. She did a great job. And then finally, the month of April. So for April, we have on April 18th, 2020, at a private ceremony, the American Welders Society in the Colorado section awarded Steve Pinero Certified Welder, Inspector, and Private Instructor of the Year. Steve is one of the few certified welding inspectors in the state and is requested to inspect CDOT bridges and provide advice and guidance on a regular basis. Steve developed a welding certification program within CDOT, and it's a huge success for maintenance. So congratulations to Steve. He was selected for the month of April, getting the Achievement of the Month, and he really exhibited values of excellence in customer service. So those are our March and April recipients Achievement of the Month. And remember, you guys, please let your supervisors know, or you can email me if you have any ideas as really nice achievements. We try to do those every month, and I think this is a really good time, better time than ever, to try to celebrate some of those wins. That's it.
Great. Thanks, Julia. All right. So I know we requested some questions I do believe we received one question. So Jared?
Yeah, so our question essentially was with everybody working from home now, once everything gets back to normal, whatever that looks like, do you think that CDOT will be more open to allowing work from home or work place changes in the future?
Yeah, Jared, I think that's a good question, or whomever asked that question. I think the million-dollar question is, what is normal? I know people have talked about the new normal, and I think for a lot of us, we hope things just get back to the way they were. I think there's a lot of best practices learned in this current environment. I think I've found that a lot of these meetings just like this beat driving down to Denver all the time, right? They're very efficient ways to host face-to-face meetings without having to get in a vehicle and drive. With regards to the work from home, I don't have an answer, but I do anticipate that CDOT would probably be a little bit more open to that. I know that has been a topic of discussion amongst the RTDs as far as, you know, what are the best practices that we've just learned. Every time there's a change, you know, there's things that are frustrating, but there are also benefits. And I think we need to learn from those. We haven't fully packaged that together to say, what does that look like as we move forward? But I do think the opportunity exists, but I'm not going to commit to anything because I'm not sure of that. And I do think there's some efficiencies currently lost with us not being able to have some of those face-to-face meetings and some of those, you know, office setting work functions. So I think we're going to have to really put our heads together and sort of come up with a plan for what that new normal looks like. But I think this is a good time to remind us all. I think when I started working from home, I looked at it as a temporary setting. You know, I'm working from my basement off of a card table. I am not set up very comfortably or very ergonomically. And you know, nobody knows how long we'll be in this work from home setting. In my opinion, it's already lasted longer than I anticipated. And I do think it'll be, you know, could be for months to come. So I want you all to pause and take a look around and say, are you set up the way you should be? Does your home office environment feel, and are you positioned the same way you are in your office work environment? Because just a month sitting at your kitchen table could cause problems with your neck, your back, your wrists, your forearms, all those ergonomic issues. And so one of our safety topics today is exactly that. And I'm going to turn it over to Chris, who can give you some good direction and links on how to set up your home office like it's your permanent office, because we don't want to see those long-lasting effects. If we're in a work-from-home setting for another week or another 6 months, whatever it may be, we don't want to sustain any long-term injuries from not being set up properly. So, Chris?
Thank you, Heather. I think we're getting a little echo there. Anyhow.
You're good.
All right, we're good. We have the safety website set up to address the home ergonomic issue. The link will go out in news for you here today or tomorrow. But basics of setting your chair up, not unlike you would set up your home or your work office, your monitor 28 inches away from your eyes, the monitor's just below your eye level. One of the things we can stress is take frequent breaks from your computer. We all get mired down in our day-to-day. We get mired down in front of the little box in front of us, and we forget to get up and stretch and take that, even if it's just a quick walk through your house, a quick walk outside, maybe to your mailbox or something. A lot of us in the office, we set up our printers far away from us, so when we have to print something off, we take that walk across there. Same things cross over to your home office here. Take that time to get up, take care of yourself. But we do have the safety website set up. Like I said, the link will go out today or tomorrow to walk you through setting up your home office ergonomically there. Not only the safety website, we want to plug with everything that we keep. We put constant updates in there. So it's not a check it once a week or once a month thing. You should check our safety website daily. Not only does it have stuff that pertains to ergonomics, working at home, long-term effects of this COVID-19 pandemic, but it also has good positive links to CDC and things that have changed for folks that may not be well versed in the cleaning and sanitizing of equipment and vehicles and stuff. We have tons of videos in there. As a matter of fact, I think you saw our video yesterday, which I think had the greatest soundtrack ever. So please take what is it, Jared, about 1.5 minutes long, but it is the best 1.5 minutes you'll watch in quite a while. I think even better than some of our Safety 180 videos, which, by the way, are on the safety website and do apply to this here. Let's see, a couple other things out there. With folks going back to work, drivers are not paying attention, even more so now. I think it's because they've been pent up for the past couple months. Speed limits are merely a suggestion out there. Red lights are also suggestions. They're not adhering to the rules out there. So please remain situationally aware, conscious and cognizant of the drivers out there. And just to add a little salt to the wound here for touching your face and other parts of your body, we are coming into tick season and poison ivy season. So check yourselves, especially if you've been out in the field. Make sure you don't have any ticks on you. I believe the storeroom carries the Deep Woods Off stuff with the DEET to help fight the ticks and the mosquitoes and everything else out there. And please be very weary and leery of touching leaves, especially those at number 3 and 5 and kind of look shiny. Those are most likely poison ivy. We've had incidents where people have touched themselves after touching poison ivy, and they will be the first ones to tell you it is not a fun endeavor out there. And last thing I want to plug here, please continue to submit everyday ideas out there. I know there are something in the range of 350 idea cards on the Everyday Ideas website. So as you're going through, if you think you've got a novel idea, take a few extra minutes to look through those idea cards to see what exists. If you do have a new and novel idea, by all means, get it on there and make sure you give Region 4 credit, because that's where you work, the best region in the state. So we'll keep plugging that as well. And with that being said, wear your sunscreen. Heather, I will trump that one right now. We're getting into nice weather, gang. I think it's 70+ degrees out there right now and sunny. Wear your sunscreen. Even when you think it's a cloudy day, it's overcast, wear your sunscreen. Because Colorado has 300+ days of sun. We also have a high incidence rate of skin cancers and carcinomas and stuff like that. So please wear your sunscreen. And that's all I have on the safety front for right now, gang.
Great. Thanks, Chris, and thanks for the reminder. You know, I think being cooped up, the stay-at-home order, and then the long winter, I was very excited to just be outside and soak in that sun. And now my back feels like maybe a crispy piece of bacon, and I'm feeling the pain for a while. I will peel and I will blister. And so don't do what I did. And you don't need a social distance to get sunscreen on your back. You can spray and walk through it, or have someone in your family rub some sunscreen on your back. I promise it will pay off. So with that, just don't forget open enrollment. And this is Public Service Recognition Week. So again, you know, we all do this work. We all serve the public. And I want to thank all of you, because some days our jobs are not easy. And we get up every day and do it again. And we put a smile on our face, and we are there for all of the traveling public, for your neighbors, for those doctors, for those teachers, for everyone. We have a very noble job. And so thank you for all that you do. And we will see you next week.